the most entertaining aspects of the Hindi film industry is to notice the interaction of the number of celebrities with journalists, where the channel has done a video talking about some of the most awkward interactions with media reporters which have led to outbursts, and justifiably so. In the process of skimming through a bunch of interviews, we came across some old gems as well as some recent ones where celebrities have not been fans of the tone or the direction in which reporters have tried to take interviews, only either following a particular narrative or inciting the individuals with bizarre questions. In these instances, not only do the celebrities keep calm but also reply fittingly to the unjust behavior projected. So without further ado, here is Tried&Refused Productions with 5 times Indian celebrities fired back at rude media reporters on live TV. SHAHRUKH Khan. Very few people know that Rajiv Shukla was once a journalist in India, a man that covered news for the now defunct Ravivar magazine, and over a short span of time has changed industries and meteorically risen to top positions. People in several industries believe that this is the case because the man is notorious for being in the right place at the right time and only mentioning what people in power want to listen to. Through this interview, which showcases absolutely no tact and preposterous behavior from Shukla, doesn't speak much about his interviewing skills. In 1996, with India Today hosting a show titled Rubaru, Shukla was interviewing SHAHRUKH Khan, and from this small snippet you can clearly make out his intention to get a reaction from the newly turned popular actor.
राजू बन गया जेंटलमैन के बाद तमाम फिल्में आपकी फ्लॉप हुई, तो क्या वजह रही? मतलब आप अपने आप को जमा नहीं पाए या आप उस दुनिया को समझ नहीं पाए?
SHAHRUKH kept his calm throughout the interview, being charming yet self-deprecating of his position as a superstar in India.
जो फिल्म नहीं चली उसमें मेरा कोई हाथ नहीं था।
तो हीरो का रोल तो होता है?
नहीं, कोई रोल नहीं होता।
तो बहुत डिपेंड करता है।
मैं तो सर एक किस्म
जैसे अमिताभ बच्चन की तमाम फिल्में अमिताभ बच्चन के बलबूते पे चली।
अमित जी से मुझे कंपेयर करें तो थोड़ी गलती है, वो तो बहुत ही महान एक्टर हैं, हम तो खैर उतने पहुंच उनके 10% भी हो जाए तो बहुत।
The man goes even further if he could incite an emotional response from the actor, but Khan kept calm and tackled the subsequent questions with ease.
अगर आप ग्रेट एक्टर हो जाते तो फिल्में भी सक्सेसफुल हो जाती।
तो इतना ग्रेट तो नहीं हुआ। किसी को अगर मालूम पड़ जाए कि अच्छी फिल्म कैसे बनती है तो फिर बुरी फिल्म बनेगी ना।
The Uri cast. One of the biggest problems I have with journalism, especially when it's regarding movie interviews or reviews, is when the journalists come with their own narrative, which they will stick with, and the sole intention of the interaction is to drive their agenda and not to have a civil discussion. One of the most refreshing interviews that I recently saw was which Anupama Chopra conducted with Sandeep Reddy Vanga, the director of Kabir Singh. You can clearly tell that Anupama Chopra disagreed with most of the social and creative aspects that the director stood for. However, the intention of the interview was to give him a platform to defend the content that has been criticized and at the same time justify each side's argument. This was definitely not the case when the main cast of Uri was doing a round of interviews after the soaring numbers in the box office with a quint journalist. Typical narrative that rather than celebrating the film and its success, it's tribute to the armed forces and just plain and simple the actors being in a good mood. Let's restrict the interview to nationalism versus jingoism.
Major Vihan is nicely motivating people in the movie and saying like घर में जाके मारेंगे and you know all of that is
Not
going on.
People, see you have to see it in a different lens. वो चौराहे पे खड़े होकर नॉर्मल लोगों को नहीं बोल रहा कि खून का बदला खून से लेंगे. You know, they're not even discussing that over breakfast. He is talking and charging up a troop who are just ready to get onto the choppers and risk their lives to go across border and do their mission and come back. तो ऐसे मौके पे, ऐसे सिचुएशन पे they need that boost.
And women characters being underwritten. The actors dealt with the rather apparent narrative extremely well.
I read a few reviews and they actually said that, you know, Yummy's character as the intelligence officer is slightly underwritten. Are you taking it with a pinch of salt or are you thinking about it?
I'm all sugar with my with my sentiment. I'm all sugar because that's what we are getting from the audiences. It's all sweet love.
Salman Khan. The 90s in Bollywood can be best described as the Wild Wild West. Honestly, I'm telling you, when you go down memory lane and see the absolute no care in the world that the actors have, it's rather refreshing and also scary on how restricted and conscious we have become in this day and age. One wrong move or statement and Twitter tries to cancel you instantly. But the 90s was all about speaking your mind and not being scared of the repercussions. In 1998, as Salman Khan sat with journalists on set, he was asked about the status of his personal relationship and this was his answer.
आजकल आपकी गर्लफ्रेंड कौन है और आपके उसके साथ ताल्लुक क्या है? हाँ? नहीं पूछूंगा तो मुझसे आके ये क्यों पूछते हैं बार बार? मेरी जाती लाइफ है, मैं किसी को मारूं, मैं किसी के साथ सोऊं, ये मेरा पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आप मेरे परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में लिखिए कि मैं बुरा था, मैं अच्छा था। आप मेरी पिक्चरों के बारे में लिखिए कि घटिया पिक्चरें थी। लेकिन आप मेरी रियल लाइफ में, पर्सनल लाइफ के बारे में क्यों लिखते हैं?
If that wasn't enough, the most refreshing quality about the interview was that the actor was getting criticized for not accepting or attending Bollywood Film Awards. Within a matter of seconds, the actor provided all the points which prove what is wrong with the Hindi Film Awards and their criteria of celebrating performances.
Magazine that is running on our strength, understand? कि आपके इंटरव्यू पे और स्टार्स के इंटरव्यू पे ये मैगजीन चल रही है, वही आपको बुलाते हैं और बोलते हैं कि भाई ये गोइंग टू गिव यू एन अवार्ड, यू कम एंड परफॉर्म दिस दैट ये वो, एंड देन दे सेल इट टू पान पराग और मानिक चंद व्हाटएवर, एंड वी आर लाइक इडियट्स सिटिंग डाउन देयर एंड सूट वूट पहन के बैठे हैं और अवार्ड ले रहे हैं.
Deepika Padukone and Arjun Kapoor. One of the most tone-deaf moments for any journalist was when Deepika Padukone and Arjun Kapoor were doing promotional interviews for their upcoming movie Finding Fanny. It was an embarrassing day of journalism when the Times of India digital page posted the most bizarre and unnecessary piece on the physical attributes of Deepika Padukone. Upon being asked why the actor thought about responding to the disgusting piece, she believed she had said what she had felt. The journalist wasn't done, of course, asking Kapoor on what he felt about the stance by the actor.
It's unfortunate what has happened, and I'm very, very happy and very proud of her that she's taken a stand, and they're all with her.
Thank you.
You know what you have to do, right? In this kind of job, egg on the situation so much that there is a burst of anger, and by calling her reaction petty, this led to a fitting and much deserved reply to the absurd barrage of questions.
I think the camera.
Can you pan this camera on this lady here,
Can
please?
you just pan the camera on her right now? It's a small petty thing.
You have
You're a
absolutely no
girl.
idea what you're saying right now.
The Bollywood mutiny. What a lot of people don't know about the 90s in the Hindi film industry is that there was a mutiny of sorts as several actors banded together against print magazines for publishing over-the-top and bizarre stories about many actors' personal lives. If you want to talk about moral responsibility, then publishing houses back in the day did not have an iota of it, presenting information with strokes of sensationalism just so that consumers can pick up the magazines. The cover photograph would just entice the audience, while at the same time a death would be reported. Yes, it was that insensitive. At this point of time, Mithun spoke against the print magazines for publishing an article claiming that he had been diagnosed with AIDS. Livid, this is how the actor replied.
But what do I say? You have written I've got AIDS. Whom do I say? How do I prove? Which doctor I'm going to go? And लोगों को ये प्रूव करें कि सब मेरे देखिए I don't have AIDS. अगर 100 में से एक आदमी भी ये यकीन करता है कि what is my social status today? Tell me.
To make matters even more controversial, Anupam Kher was accused of sexual misconduct, upon which he slapped a journalist. To which Sanjay Dutt, a fellow actor and supporter, said if he was in his shoes, he would have done this.
He just slapped the journalist. I would have killed him if I was in his place. And if he slapped him, I'm always with him. And if he needs me to break their bones, I'll do.
The 90s in Bollywood was definitely the Wild Wild West. And that was a video, guys. Write it down in the comments below if you have some video ideas for our channel. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.